Of course, it isn't okay. Now it's okay. So one more time, welcome to Crypto Market Updates channel, unrehearsed, unfiltered, and uncut. My name is Jack, and today is the 27th of July, and I was just going over Coin Gecko, which you saw, obviously. Doge in green, Tron in green, Polkadot in green, everything else, and the stable coins, I guess Tether, everything else is in red. Coin market cap. Wow, we're in Ethereum. There is a reason. There's a reason why I'm Ethereum. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the project reviews. So one of the projects I'm going to be reviewing is Dogecoin, which you already know. If you don't know, then I don't know where you've been hiding over the past few years. Kadena is another project, KDA, and then there's a couple of other projects that I dug up that might be of interest, so I'm going to be looking at those. So stick around till the very end. Make sure to smash up the like, subscribe, and of course share the love with the rest of the beautiful crypto world. Where's my trading view? I started a new window and I forgot to get that sucker going. So trading view, Bitcoin USDT, let's go. Super charts. Where are we with Bitcoin and USD? There's our chart. Okay. Right. So Bitcoin broke down below the 29,400 support. There was a candle that opened up, and right now it's struggling to get back past it, over it. And there are about 2 or 3 hours left for the candle to close, and it looks like it will close above 29,400. So we should be back in the support range here, and hopefully Bitcoin will rebalance and continue upwards. Hopefully. So why Dogecoin? Obviously, if you don't know what Dogecoin is, like I said, I don't know where you've been hiding, but Dogecoin was created as a meme token to kind of make fun of cryptocurrencies, and ever since then it flew off the chains. Let's have a look here. Can I find Dogecoin? Doge, USDT, Tether on Binance. So yeah, Dogecoin started off at very low, I guess 0.002. Actually, let's have a look. What was the lowest price of Doge? Price point of Doge. DODD, DOGY. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 1. That was the lowest price point for Doge. There is where's the total supply? No total supply. I don't see it. Oh, here. Total supply, circulating supply is 140 billion. Total supply 140 billion. So that's it. That's the total circulation of Dogecoin, 140 billion, which is not a lot actually compared to Luna Classic. Man, this is a tiny number. In any case, so this was the lowest price point, and it reached 70 cents all-time high, which was 2021, 2 years ago during the frenzy. So right now Dogecoin stands at 7 cents, almost 8 cents, and it broke over above 8 cents. Why do I say you should buy Dogecoin right now? Okay, let's jump into it. Dogecoin will scoop up over 200 million worth of coins in under a month amid bullish price outlook. Dogecoin whales have made a significant splash in the crypto market in recent weeks, acquiring 225 million worth of Dogecoin, according to data from the on-chain analysis platform Into the Block. That's why it powered it. On Monday, he revamped Twitter's logo. So I don't know if you're following. I'm sure you have been made aware of the fact that Twitter has been rebranded to X. And this morning, X was having a bit of a problem. There was a bit of a hiccup. I still type in Twitter and I get the X, but you see even right now, it's not. I don't know why it's not loading. It loaded on another. It loaded on another. What do you call it? Link here, but when I type in twitter.home, it does not load. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just to dissuade people from using Twitter. Continue using Twitter. If you type in another name, it works fine. So no, but it's still under Twitter. So I don't know what the handle is here. What the problem is here. It's not loading, as you can see. In any case, so these guys are scooping up. So Musk rebranded Twitter to X. Strategy move has amplified the buzz around Dogecoin. Why was it? Has it been amplified? Elon Musk's new X could implement Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Everybody keeps talking about that. Musk has been is invested in Bitcoin, and he has been talking about Dogecoin. Now, whether he's serious about Dogecoin or not is kind of questionable. He always mentioned it in passing. He also did say that you shouldn't bet your entire farm on Doge. But he does favor the meme coin, basically because he's eccentric, he's got a lot of cash, and he can do whatever the heck he pleases. And this is what he chooses. He thinks it's, Dogecoin is taking the piss out of the monetary system, and is also taking the piss out of the cryptocurrencies. So this year though, news has been circulating for a few days now that Elon Musk's new X could also implement the buying and selling of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin or Dogecoin. Elon Musk's, yes, we know that. Here's a clip, and why does it say that? So X is not a new thing. X is something that Elon Musk has been working on and talking about for years now. So this is not a whim. He went after Twitter strategically. Do not mistake this. This was not some kind of bet. He saw Twitter obviously as the platform that it is, and it has the reach that it does. It has a massive reach of audiences, both political and non-political, and it is the people's platform, as he called it, right? And here's a video from way back of Elon talking about all the way back in 1999. This video was posted on We Are Change, and it's Elon Musk talking about basically changing the monetary system. And this is so the establishing of the X platform goes back to 1999 at least. And of course there's no volume, because why would there be volume?
Fit the picture of a banker. I've sunk the great.
They made all this money like
Elon Musk had a vision for this all the way back in 1999.
This is an ATM. And what we're going to do is transform the traditional banking industry. I do not fit the picture of a banker. I've sunk the great majority of my net worth into X.com, which is the new banking and mutual funds company on the internet that I've started.
This leaving many people to speculate, did Elon Musk buy Twitter just to make it the app of everything? Some people are speculating that it was predominantly Elon Musk going after one of the biggest platforms that he could afford in order to officially propel his larger vision, which was the app of everything, the modern day WeChat of the American Western society. Elon.
And so, yeah, that's the scoop. There are a couple of other videos Elon talking about Dogecoin. So the idea is that he was planning on starting X.com for a very long time, or X.AI for a very long time, and he, in some other interview, which I don't have a video of right now, he mentioned that if done properly, if done correctly, then X.com could represent 50% of the world's economy. So he's gunning for for X.com to be the app of all. As I guess one of the labels is for X.AI to help us understand the universe. So he's got a big vision for it, and so far, I mean, a lot of the things that he created so far have been laughed at, and they were massive visions, and people didn't believe that he could do it, but he did do it. And you've got the electric cars that are running now. Finally, for generations, they've been shunned, and people, I mean, there were electric cars 60 years ago, but they just never came to fruition. They were never continuously produced because oil tycoons pushed their agenda forward, and electric cars were prevented from being made for whatever reason, be it monetary or incentives or otherwise. But Elon Musk managed to do it, and then he said he was going to fly to Mars, and he created rockets that now land and start and take off and land on their own without wasting all that stuff. That was also impossible, considered impossible. He did it. So when a man has a grand vision, chances are that he will pursue it, and he will get there. So that's X.com. And in the meantime, he's been talking about Dogecoin, of course. So if the platform is going to be a massive one, and if it's the platform of everything, and if done right, as he says it should be, might be, the 50% economic capitalization might be something he's also gunning for. And since Bitcoin is probably the token or the coin that he will be aiming at using, as he said in the earlier video, changing the monetary system, Bitcoin kind of looks like a perfect candidate for that. And Dogecoin might be another cryptocurrency that he might consider implementing into his platform, because it's the only one that he talks about. And even if it's for the laugh of it, he does mention several times that Dogecoin might be the currency of the people.
Of crypto? Well, I mean, I'm not advising anyone to buy crypto or bet the farm on, Dogecoin or anything like that.
Okay.
Don't bet the farm on Dogecoin. You might have been thinking, maybe you should, but let me advise you, that would be perhaps unwise.
Okay.
So, Dogecoin is my sort of favorite cryptocurrency because it has the best humor and has dogs.
I did, however, look at the price of it yesterday. It's lower than it was.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's like a friend of mine has a saying that the most ironic explanation is the most likely, and the most ironic outcome for currency would be that the thing that was made as a joke to make fun of cryptocurrencies, most ironic outcome would become that it becomes the global currency.
And the man loves irony. Something that was a joke, like flying to Mars, is becoming reality. He's making it happen. So it's very possible that he is gunning for having Dogecoin as the main currency on his platform. Here's another video when he talks about it.
Dogecoin was invented as a joke, as essentially to make fun of cryptocurrency, and that's why I think there's like an argument like fate loves irony. Like the most entertaining outcome is the most, like, what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right. Wow. No, absolutely. So, to the moon.
To the moon.
Come on, read it.
So obviously he can't say, yes, go ahead, that's what I'm going to do, because then it would, people would go nuts, and he has to protect himself by saying that, this is not advice, don't buy it, because people might lose money. But he does favor the coin. Here's one more video with Lex Friedman, who I'm not a fan of, to be honest with you, man. He just mumbles on too much, and he puts me to sleep, that guy. But anyway, they're talking about cryptocurrencies and the projects and stuff.
You need to have a different currency because you can't synchronize due to speed of light.
So Elon Musk is talking about having some kind of currency on Mars. I guess when people, once people get there, there's going to be a need to have a currency on Mars. And so there, I think Lex mentioned.
Oh, not
Dogecoin.
easily.
So it must be completely standalone from Earth.
The future of Mars should be up to the Martians. Now, there is a fundamental issue with, say, Bitcoin in its current form, in that the transaction volume is very limited, and the latency, the latency for a properly confirmed transaction is too long, much longer than you'd like. So it's actually not great from a transaction volume standpoint or a latency standpoint. So it is perhaps useful as to solve an aspect of the money database problem, which is this sort of store of wealth or an accounting of relative obligations, I suppose. But it is not useful as a currency, as a day-to-day currency. Part of the reason why I think there's some merit to Dogecoin, even though it was obviously created as a joke, is that it actually does have a much higher transaction volume capability than Bitcoin, and the cost of doing a transaction, the Dogecoin fee is very low. Like right now, if you want to do a Bitcoin transaction, the price of doing that transaction is very high, so you could not use it effectively for most things, and nor could it even scale to a high volume. And when Bitcoin was started, I guess around 2008 or something like that, the internet connections were much worse than they are today, like order of magnitude.
Anyway, I'm not going to play the entire video, but basically what he's saying that Bitcoin is great as a store of value. So imagine having gold, right? That's everybody keeps talking that it's gold, but in order to have a functional currency, Bitcoin does not serve the purpose because it's just kind of too heavy. And so what he's insinuating or pointing at is that Dogecoin might be the way to go. It's just easier to use, it's faster to use, even though it's built on the same blockchain as Bitcoin. But yeah, so Dogecoin, it is, I think, for the long run. So these are the reasons for why I think Dogecoin might be the way to go in terms of Elon implementing a currency on the X platform. Just a second, my Kakao Talk is going bonkers here. Okay, well, all right, so the next project, and I guess that might be the second and last one, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to go over every project here, is Kadena. Kadena is a project that was launched in 2020, and it was launched just during the bull run, which made it fly off the shelves. And let's have a look here on CoinGecko. Kadena. Kadena reached an all-time high of $27. Right now, it was I guess issued at 6 cents, and right now it stands at 60 cents or so. So Kadena has done pretty well for itself upon launch. It's down 97% now, which is massive. Obviously, people who were in on the pre-sale did pretty well for themselves. But so what is Kadena? First of all, Kadena, the founders of Kadena are these two dudes, Will Martino and co-founder Stuart Popejoy, created Kadena to answer a range of problems that no one else had addressed. And these two guys have a pretty good solid history in crypto. Apparently, Stuart Popejoy led JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group, and Will Martino was recruited from the role as the tech lead for the SEC's currency steering committee. So they have a pretty interesting past, and these two got together and decided to create Cadena. Together, Stewart and Will build JP Morgan's first blockchain, now known as JPM coin. I'm not sure if anybody heard of this. That's not something that's being talked about a lot. But that's something that we might take a look at in a little bit. And advisor, they have an advisor that is made up of Dr. Stuart Haber, the co-inventor of blockchain and the most cited author in Satoshi Nakamoto's renowned 2008 Bitcoin white paper. So they have some heavy names behind them, and the people that work for them have had some experience in the different areas. So I guess this is SEC, Apple, Microsoft, I have no idea what sign is, Hewlett-Packard, Formation, Disney, questionable, Twitter, Tezos, Cardano, and Bitcoin. So all these people have had experiences in working in these industries in one way or another. Let's see here. Okay, what is Cadena? Digital currency that is used to pay for compute on the Cadena public chain. That's what the KDA is, I guess. But maybe that's not. That's just an explanation of the token. Cadena's public blockchain Chainweb is the only sharded and scalable layer 1 proof of work network in public production today. This is published, I guess, in 2021, so things have changed. Network in production today, it utilizes a proof of work consensus mechanism that improves throughput and scalability while maintaining the security and integrity found in Bitcoin. To achieve this breakthrough in scalability, Cadena braids together multiple block Bitcoin-like chains. Validation 2020, Cadena's public blockchain performed a live network expansion from 10 chains to 20 chains, doubling the available TPS transaction per second. The expansion proved the platform's ability to scale in production to meet ever higher demand. Cadena's multi-chain architecture ensures that a throughput ceiling will never be reached. So there should never be any problems on the chain, and should never falter because there are too many transactions being pushed. No competition. The two highest valued settlements platforms, Ethereum and Bitcoin, rely on the proof of work. No longer true for Ethereum, and Bitcoin has implemented the Lightning Network, which makes it a little faster right now. And therein lies the challenge for the proof of work consensus protocol for security. Traditional proof of work is not scalable. With its revolutionary braided multi-chain architecture, Cadena is the only scalable proof of work platform capable of scaling to settle the 9+ million trades executed on the New York Stock Exchange each day. So since the publication, Ethereum has gone to proof of stake, and they're introducing sharding, ZK rollups rather, and sharding, I guess, to the Ethereum blockchain to help it expand something. So and then Bitcoin is now has added the Lightning Network, which makes it faster, but it still struggles with scalability. So Cadena has had both of these features implemented from the get-go in 2020. Unfortunately, obviously, it's a brand new project, so it takes a while for these projects to see the day of light. So we'll see how Cadena is doing in the upcoming years and decades. This is some swag. Let's see here. The emission rate. So there are 2 billion tokens, I believe. 2 billion. Here we go. At mining launch, okay, these are the emission rates for the tokens, but the goal is to have like 2 billion tokens released over the duration, or mined over 100 years, I think, or 120 years altogether, which is a massive look into the future. So they continue to make adjustments to the platform. Today, we are announcing a reduced platform emission rate effective immediately that we feel strikes the best balance of our ability to aggressively develop the platform while ensuring that token emission supports a healthy economy. So basically, there's the emission rate of tokens by the project, and then there's the mining emission. You can't mine Cadena with CPUs, GPUs, or anything else. You have to use Ant and ASIC miners, because it's just like Bitcoin. It's, you know, it's a proper chain. Yeah, so 70% of all Cadena is meant for mining. 20 is from the platform, which is capped now within, what is it, in 2050, 2030, the emission rates will decrease, begin decreasing. So right now there are how much? I guess 1.6 million tokens minted each or mined each month over the next 5 years until January 2025. So, and then I guess it's going to drop again, or it has dropped, or they've changed it already. They extended the minting until 2030. In any case, this was the second project. It's something that's of interest. So basically, Cadena has had both features that both Ethereum and blockchain, two main blockchains, were lacking at the over the basically since inception. And Cadena has had both of these things in place since its own inception. Right now, things are changing a little bit for Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I guess they feel the pressure from all the competitors. See, competition is healthy because it helps the top dogs to stay on track and continue improvements. Otherwise, you know, things would just get stale very fast, very quickly. But Cadena is a project that you might want to consider taking a look. It's available. You can I think you can get it on most markets. I'm not sure if it's on Binance. Yeah, it is. Cadena, it's on Binance, it's on KuCoin. So yeah, Cadena is widely available. Trading volume, 19% of it is on BitGet. Binance has 38% of it, so that's a nice hefty lump. And again, it's at 57 cents right now, which is not bad. What's the overall trading volume for Cadena? Market cap 137 million, total supply, circulating supplies 239 million, and total supply is 1 billion. So not 100 billion, whatever the heck, or 6 billion, whatever I was saying. It's 1 billion, that's the total supply and max supply. That's it. No time for the other one. So maybe in the next run we'll talk about some other projects, but for today this is it. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was interesting, and steer your eyes in the right direction to make some gains, because Dogecoin, I believe, was gonna make a run. It was going to make a run probably, and now with the start of X, all we need to is an announcement or a hint from Elon Musk to say something about Doge, and people will be piling in, and you will see the price of Doge skyrocket. And Cadena is a project that is definitely worth having a look, because it's a new project. It's, like I said, it just launched during the last bull market, so it only has a couple of years under its belt, and I think it might be the one that you should keep on your radar. Likes, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.